Hey, you guys. Jay Burgers the third here, and I'm up on top of Sign Hill in South San Francisco. Kind of a magical place. It's not far from where I live, and I was just listening to something on Audible from one of my mentors, a gentleman by the name of Jim Rohn. He passed away back in, I believe it was 2009, but he had a lot of good ideas, and he was kind of a leader in the field of personal development, and he had a lot of really snappy quotes and sayings and philosophies that shaped his life and his career. And, you know, I like the expression, the saying that says, if you fall off the horse, get right back on again. And I guess what I mean by that is the horse of habit, the horse of taking personal responsibility for exactly where you are in your life at this particular time. I'd like to get some brutal honesty going here. In some ways, I've pressed the pause button, and to be quite candid with you, I haven't done all the things I know I could be doing to get myself in a better place, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally. You know, I've been blessed with so many amazing things, including my amazing better half, Rachel. And, you know, here I am on New Year's Eve, and I'm walking up on the top of Sign Hill and realizing that, you know, just like a horseback rider that falls off his horse, if you fall off the horse, you can at any moment just get right back on again. And I guess, you know, taking a walk like this gives me time to pause and reflect about where I am, the goals I've set and the goals I've accomplished, and those things that are still looming out there ahead of me. But, you know, one of the quotes from Jim Rohn that I've always appreciated is, it goes something like, how tall will a tree grow? Approximately, how tall will a tree grow? Well, it's going to grow as tall as it possibly can. And as opposed to us as human beings, we have been given the dignity of choice. We can grow all that we possibly can, spiritually, emotionally, physically, psychologically, in every aspect of our lives, or we can just grow a third, or we can just grow a half, and then say, okay, I'm done. We as human beings, my friends, have been given the dignity of choice to grow half, to grow by a third, or to grow all we possibly can. So on this New Year's Eve, on 2024, in December, I am challenging myself, okay, Jay Burgers III, as well as I'm challenging you, whoever you are out there, to not grow by half, to not grow by a third. I want you to think about how you can make small incremental changes. Like for me, right? One of my little side projects is I help men over 40 get rid of the extra junk in their trunk. Do I mean like their car trunk or a trunk that you travel across the sea on an ocean liner with? No, I'm talking about the junk in your trunk, like in your booty, right? If you've accumulated some extra weight, a few extra pounds, you have the power to change that. You can change what you eat. You can change how you exercise. You can change lots of different things. But I'll tell you this. I'm so grateful that just unlike a tree, God has given me the dignity of choice to grow as tall as I possibly can, physically, financially, spiritually, all the different ways. And He's given you the same dignity of choice. So I encourage you to evaluate, if you want to, because it's New Year's Eve, you could go out and get as drunk as you possibly can. Now that might change things. It might change how you feel. I did that for many years now. I'm about 25 years clean and sober from drugs and alcohol. So I made a lot of really, really, really dumb choices. Some days, some weeks, I still make bad choices. But, you know, I'm kind of excited that God has given me and He's given you the dignity of choice to grow as tall as we possibly can. And I want to encourage you, if you're listening to this, don't do it for my sake. Don't do it for your spouse's or your partner's sake, but for your own sake. Take a moment to reflect between now and, let's say, the next 7 days, and think, what are some things that we can start doing, and what are some things we can stop doing? For me, it might be being overly critical. Could be sarcasm. Could be eating the extra donut. It could be reading God's Word. It could be any number of things. But, some great people out there have said it takes 21 days, it takes 30 days to begin a new habit. But sometimes it's just about drawing a line. I'm drawing a line right now in the pathway I'm walking on. Drawing a line and crossing over that line and just starting from wherever you are. And eventually, if you have a plan and you execute the plan, you're going to get to a different spot in your life. A different spot with your health plan, a different spot with your financial plan. I'm starting to ramble, so I think this live is going to come to a conclusion. But I'll just tell you guys and girls that I pray God's best for you. I pray that God will speak to you this day and this week. And I challenge you to become all that you possibly can. Don't settle. I know I've settled sometimes. It's easy to do because just like Jim Rohn used to always say, the things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. Make the choice, take the high road, walk more, move more, eat the right things, both spiritual food and physical food. You know what I'm talking about. I love each and every one of you. May God bless you, keep you, and give you a most prosperous 2025 in every way, shape, and form. I'm grateful for my wife, Rachel. I'm grateful for godly parents. I'm grateful for siblings, for Sunday school teachers and people in my life that have taught me, have encouraged me to do and say the things that I need to do and say. And I wish the same for you. May God bless you and keep you and hold you in the center of His hand. Be blessed, my friends. I'll talk to you again very soon.